time, my brothers and sisters. I'm so grateful that you could join me again. If you had not watched part 1 and part 2 of the story that is being told, I want you to go back, watch part 1, part 2, and now this is part 3 of this lively and truthful story. I want you to invite your friends, loved ones, enemies as well, your foes, and watch and listen to what is being told, because this is something that I believe is truthful and inspiring. And as was mentioned in part 2, this young individual was now living with his biological mother and his stepfather. I know it's something that everyone who found themselves in such a situation would be excited, because he lived with his parents, a person that he felt was the one who gave birth to him. And he knew the story because it was told to him what his mom did, but he wanted to, or had the mindset of forgiving her. But this made it so difficult because of the way and manner in which she was treating him again. He was being treated, scraping pots and washing clothes for the stepfather, and even his siblings. But he never gave up. He continued to live with her. But when time became so difficult and things were so hard and he wasn't accepted as a child, he decided to go back to his grandmother, who lived in Camp 4, as I mentioned in part 2. When the individual got there, it was difficult. The grandmother didn't want to see him. The grandmother was not happy. So the first night, he slept in her bedroom, but on the floor. And it was a long night because it was so hard where he was lying, and there was no bedding, nothing. He just lied there with the clothes that he had on. And he was wishing that the daylight would come so he would get up and leave the room, because it was hard. The next day, when day broke, he got up and took care of himself, but he decided that enough was enough, and he wanted to go back to Sonewen County, where his aunt and uncle lived. But he didn't know where to turn. He didn't have money. He didn't know who to contact. But when his grandmother got to know that he wanted to return to his aunt and uncle in Sonewen, she seemed to have tightened the screws more. She tended to hit him more and to dislike him for whatever reason. And the next night, she said he won't even enter her bedroom to sleep on the floor this time, but rather he slept outside at her door, but on the floor again. It was dangerous. Anything could have happened to this young individual. But as it happened, he was safe, and the next morning, he decided to find a way out. He went to the lottery park, got on board a vehicle that was headed for Sonewen. He didn't have a dime, not a penny was in his pocket. He had not eaten that morning. He was smelly. He had not taken his bath, his shower. He had not changed his clothing. But as it went on, he decided to just take this leap of faith. He was asked for his transport fare, but he had to tell a story and say that he didn't want people to know that he had money, but it was in his shoes. And in reality, he had not a dime. But it happened that they allowed him on, and he left. And this journey was many hours. I believe it was maybe 10 hours or more. no food. He was hungry. But they arrived at a town called Drazon. And there were people disembarking from the vehicle. But one of the lady who sat in this vehicle realized that this young man had not eaten anything since the journey began. So she took some peanuts and a piece of bread and handed it to him and said, "You can eat this because I've noticed you that you have not eaten anything nor drank since we started this journey." He gladly took it and he ate. And the journey continued. When he arrived in Greenville, the capital city of Sonewen, he went to one of his aunts, one of his oldest aunts, to see if she could help pay his fare. But she told him that she did not have any money, so they should take him to wherever they wanted to take him, because she was not responsible. And they took this young man to the police station where he was placed in jail. And brothers and sisters, I'm becoming a little bit emotional. So I'm going to stop here. And I want to thank you for joining me today. We will have part 4 of this story. I want you to subscribe, to like, and to hit that bell. And to say thank you so much for being attentive, for listening, because I know there's so much more. Thank you, and bye for now.